morning. It's good to be with you guys. If we have not met, my name is Cody. I'm one of the pastors here at Pillar Church. We're going to be in Hebrews 4 this morning. Hebrews 4. I appreciate you guys being in here in the fellowship hall. Still working on getting the HVAC figured out in the sanctuary. It's a good reminder the church is not a building, but a people, right? So it doesn't matter if we're meeting in here, in the sanctuary, or outside, although I'd rather not meet outside, right? Still the church. And so I'm just grateful for that. On that note, actually, I do want to take a second just to give us an opportunity to praise God together. Because we are a North American Mission Board, we're partnering with them, Lord, as we are replanting here. We actually qualified for a grant that is going to help us to finish out the work in the sanctuary. And so that is really exciting. They're going to go in there and paint and do the drywall in the back and things like that. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then also for us to do some outreach events as well. So keep your ears perked out for that. I'm currently in communications with people on base to figure out how we can best help engage both people in the barracks and families on base as well. So I'm really, really excited about that. That's a praise request for sure. Or not a praise request, a praise report for sure. So again, we're in Hebrews 4 this morning, continuing our series called Habits of the Holy. So a couple weeks ago, we looked at Psalm 1, and we saw that God has given us specific ways that we can particularly experience His grace in a more intense manner and grow through them. They're typically called the spiritual disciplines. And so we have chosen passages that talk about those habits for the summer. We're going to be in our series through the end of August. And we're just exposing what's in the passage, just preaching through the passage. And we're having a particular eye towards why we do these habits. And we're trying to give some practical application towards those things as well. So we spent the last 2 weeks in the Word. So we were looking at Psalm 19. And then we looked at 2 Timothy 3 as well to see what the Word, or why we should be reading our Bibles. Today, we're going to look at prayer. We're also going to look at prayer next week. So today, the idea is to look at the posture of prayer. So as we approach prayer, how should we be approaching it? And then next week, we're going to look at the Lord's Prayer with a little bit more of an eye towards some practical application. There's a lot of questions typically around prayer. What am I doing? And so again, today is a little bit more of the why are we doing this? How should we approach this? And next week is, hey, here's some practical, this is what it looks like. The Lord has shown us how we ought to be praying. And so again, we're going to be looking at the posture of prayer this morning. So Hebrews 4. Particularly, we're going to be in verses 14 through 16. I'll be reading out of the CSB this morning. It reads, "Therefore, since we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold fast to our confession. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who has been tempted in every way as we are, yet without sin. Therefore, let us approach the throne of grace with boldness, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in time of need." Lord, again, we are grateful for your word. Lord, you have spoken to us. As we just took the past 2 weeks to look at, Lord, these words are your words. So, Spirit, we ask, would you continue to speak to us today through your words? You're the same one who wrote the words. And you're the same one who is dwelling within us. And so we ask, Lord, for you to show us, make your word clear for us. Show us how it applies to our individual lives. Lord, convict us where we need to be convicted. Encourage us where we need to be encouraged. Enlighten us where we need to be enlightened. Lord, again, we're just grateful for your word. We're grateful for you, Lord. And we ask for you to speak to us today. Lord, we love you. Praise you. We ask these things in your son's name. Amen. I'm going to start off today with a question that's not too serious. Not too serious. What do Kiefer Sutherland, the actor from 24, Miley Cyrus, and Jamie Lee Curtis from Freaky Friday, what do those three people have in common? Kiefer Sutherland, Miley Cyrus, and Jamie Lee Curtis. They are all actors. Thank you. I don't know about Miley Cyrus. Well, yeah, Hannah Montana. Yeah, thank you. No, they've all been labeled as nepo babies. As nepo babies. I knew that question was coming. What is a nepo baby? All right, a nepo baby, short for nepotism baby, is the child of an actor, musician, producer, or someone else that's just in the industry who has likely benefited from their parents' fame or connections while launching their own career. All right, so you think about with Miley Cyrus, she's got Billy Ray. All right, think about Kiefer Sutherland. He has his dad, Donald Sutherland, might know him from Hunger Games. I honestly don't know who Jamie Lee Curtis's parents are. I totally forgot. But yeah, there you go. There you go, Tony Curtis. So the term has exploded over the past few years. In fact, in December of 2022, New York Magazine declared the year 2022 as the year of the Nepo baby. It's actually really fascinating if you go and look at it. They've shown like just graphs and different things like that. There's famous actresses and actors that I had no idea had famous parents. Now, the article was polarizing. It was met with hot debate from both sides of the aisle. On one side of the aisle, you had people like Johnny Depp's daughter, who is an actress and a model. She was named in the article, and she jumped into self-defense. And she said, and I quote, "Maybe you get your foot in the door, but you still just have your foot in the door. There's a lot of work that comes after that." Now, she was jumped on quickly by people on the other side of the debate that said in Hollywood, oftentimes what you're looking for is just a foot in the door. People were outraged as they looked at the amount of Nepo babies in Hollywood. My question is, why are Nepo babies so polarizing? Why would an article like that, that's on Vulture, a silly website, honestly, be met with such just fervor on both sides? I believe that it's because it goes against everything that the American dream preaches. I mean, this is America, right? We make our own way. We pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps. We work hard at what we do. And it's only by hard work that we should be able to make it to the top. Now, you shouldn't get a pass just because your mom and dad already have their foot in the door. You need to work just like the rest of us. Anybody in here feel that? Maybe you've come from modest means, and you've worked yourself into, maybe not the most rich person in life, but you've worked yourself into a pretty stable spot in your life. Maybe right now you can think about the sacrifices that you have made, the hard times that you and maybe your family went through to get to where you are. Now, you didn't ride anybody's coattails. You worked hard to get to where you're at. And hard work is a good thing. There's plenty of proverbs that tell us that we should not be lazy. But here's the thing. This mentality that we need to work hard for everything, that hard work is the basis of life, that kind of mentality actually hinders us when it comes to our faith. Western idealism, or the American dream, breeds the need to work for everything when our faith says that God provides everything that we need. It breeds the need to find the solution ourselves when our faith says that Jesus gives us the solution. It breeds independence, and our faith is one of dependence. One particular area where this comes out is in our prayer life. Oftentimes, I don't know about you guys, but I think we can treat prayer like a meeting between two adults instead of like a toddler talking to their dad. We can treat it like two independent, self-made adults having a conversation instead of a toddler just walking in, "Hey, Dad, can you help me out?" That's not the posture of prayer, as we will see today. In prayer, we actually need to lean into our identity as Nepo babies. We need to lean into our identity as children of God, who are just receiving what their Father has already earned for them. And so today's main idea is this. Just simply pray with the humble confidence of a child. Pray Today's not a guilt trip by any means. Instead, it's more of a rediscovery of our posture of prayer. And so as we look at what our faith is, it changes the way that we'll pray. And so we'll have just 4 points today. The first two are about Jesus. We're going to see two aspects of who Jesus is. And then we're going to see two aspects of ourselves as we approach prayer. So two points about Jesus and 2 points about us. And so first, in the text, we see Jesus' power. His power. Now, when we speak about Jesus' power, we speak about his ability to provide, or our confidence that he can provide. To speak of Jesus' power, we're talking about our ability to have confidence that he will provide. This is important if we're going to pray like a child. Kids have an almost absurd confidence that their parents can provide for them. Right, maybe your kid has asked you to just buy something outrageous. Like they have no idea that you can't get that. I feel like I remember my brothers asking somebody to buy the Washington Monument. I don't know. I was trying to figure out if that was true or if I just made that up this week. But things like that happen. Maybe they ask you for something that don't exist. Right? Kids just have confidence in your ability to give them what they ask for. Right? They just don't know any better. And so if we're going to pray with the posture of a child, then we need to have confidence that he can provide, that God can provide for us. And so we see his power in two ways in verse 14. First, we see his power in the fact that Jesus is God. Jesus is God. If you look at the middle of verse 14, it says, Jesus, the Son of God. Not Jesus, a Son of God, like we are children of God, but Jesus, the Son of God. As in Jesus, the second member of the Trinity. As in Jesus who has existed for all of eternity. Right? Jesus is not just a man, but is God in the flesh. The Bible says that it is through Jesus that all of creation was created. Everything that we see and know, through him it was created. Now, if we want to talk about the ability to provide, that's simple, right? We just found it. He's created all things. He's ruling over all things, and so he has the power to provide all things. But there's something else in this verse that I don't know if we typically pay a whole lot of attention to. There's another reason that Jesus holds power. There's another reason that we have the ability to have confidence in Jesus. And it's found in him becoming human. Why did Jesus become human? Was it so that he could preach? Was it so that he could die on a cross? Was it so that he could raise from the dead? Yes, yes, and yes. But there's another important reason, and it's found at the beginning of verse 14. Therefore, since we have a great high priest who passed through the heavens. Right? Jesus didn't just become a human so that he could be a sacrifice. Yes, he did do that. But he also did it so that he could forever be the perfect priest. A priest is a mediator between God and man, established in the Old Testament. They're similar to what we may understand as a lawyer. Think about a lawyer, but religiously in some ways. A lawyer communicates to a court on your behalf, and then they communicate to you on the court's behalf. It was the same for priests. They went before God on behalf of the people, and then went to the people on behalf of God. Now, particularly, there was a high priest, right? It says Jesus, a great high priest. Now, his role was serious. Once a year, he would go into the room in the center of the temple. It's called the Holy of Holies. Now, God's presence was there in a more intense manner that you couldn't find in any other place. The Ark of the Covenant was there, and so God's presence was there. And so the high priest would go in there to offer a sacrifice on behalf of all of Israel. It was a unique thing that only he could do. But it was also a very serious thing. The high priest could only go in once a year. He couldn't just waltz in whenever he felt like it. He could only go in once a year. And even when he went in, he had to go ahead and make sure that he offered a sacrifice for his own sins. Right? If he went in and did not do that, drop dead. You can't be in the presence of God and not have your sins covered. He was just as frail and guilty as we are in our sin, and so he had to sacrifice. Now, high priests in the Old Testament had a unique privilege, but in a sense, they were vastly underqualified for the job. And now our passage says that Jesus is a great high priest. So what does that mean? And how does that affect us? What does that mean for us? Here's what it means. What does it say that Jesus did in verse 14? It says that he passed through the heavens. That tells us two important things. First, it means that Jesus completed his earthly life, and as verse 15 tells us, he did it without sin. All right, so while every other high priest has failed time and time again, and as they entered into the Holy of Holies, having to sacrifice and still having fear and trepidation, Jesus had absolutely nothing to condemn him. He has the ability to just casually walk into the Holy of Holies at any time that he wants to. He ran the race without sin. But even beyond that, the verse is not just saying that he has the ability to waltz into the Holy of Holies. It's actually saying that he has set up shop in the Holy of Holies. He has made it his home. Right? He lives there. He passed through the heavens. In other words, he passed through this world and into the presence of the Father. Right? He's living in the innermost room of the tabernacle, in the Holy of Holies. And so that gives us confidence that Jesus can provide. We don't have to wait for July 1st of next year for the priest to go into the Holy of Holies. We know that our mediator, our priest, is there at all times. He does not sin, he will not die, and so he will not fail. Just like a child is confident in their parents' power, so we can be confident in the power of Jesus. That's why verse 14 ends with, "Let us hold fast to our confession." Jesus has power that we can't encounter in other places. He has the whole world at his feet. He has God the Father's provision at his beck and call. And so we can hold fast because Christ has the ability to provide everything that we need. He's better and more powerful than whatever else we might cling to. And so we know that Jesus has power. We can have confidence that he can provide. And that leads us to the second thing that we see about Jesus in the passage, and that is we see his perspective. So we see his power, and we see his perspective. Now, for some of you, it's the fact that Jesus is greater, that Jesus has power, that causes you to pause when it comes to prayer. It's actually the first point that might trip you up when it comes to prayer. You have confidence in who Jesus is. You get excited to think about how he defeated sin and death. You believe that he has done what no one else can do. But if you believe that alone, it leaves you in a little bit of a weird spot. You have confidence that Jesus can provide, but you don't have confidence that you can approach. In fact, you might feel like it is those very things that are working against you. Now, his perfection, power, and provision might again seem like obstacles to Jesus. Think about Isaiah 6 today. As you see his perfection, all you can think about is your sinfulness. As you see his power, all you can think about is that you can't hold anything together. And as you see his provision, you think about all the things that you're not doing. Maybe you don't feel like a child who can approach a parent. Maybe you feel like you have more of a distant aunt or uncle relationship with Jesus. Like, you love them, you care for them, you know they love you and they care for you, but when it comes to the family reunion, you're probably not going to sit down at the same table as them and have an in-depth conversation. Right? You're okay with love, but kind of at a distance. That is you. This next verse speaks to you. Take a look at verse 15. It says, "For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who has been tempted in every way as we are, yet without sin." Now, you may at first, as you read that, be super encouraged. And then when you get to that final phrase, "yet without sin," you might begin to logic yourself out of believing the other truths in the verse. Or you might think something like this, right? Jesus might have been tempted, but he didn't sin. So he can't really understand what I'm going through. And if he doesn't understand, then he can't really sympathize. And if he can't sympathize, then he's just powerful. And if he's just powerful, then I can't approach him. Does that make sense? Kind of how we might logic our way through as we see that? Well, C.S. Lewis gives an illustration that is helpful here. Picture two men on a journey. They're walking side by side through the desert when a windstorm whips up out of nowhere. And they're walking straight into the headwind. Now, two men continue just walking on. But after 10 minutes, the first one decides to give into the wind's power. And he decides he's just going to lay down. The second one decides that he's going to keep going until the wind stops. And so he walks on for the next hour until the storm finally dissipates. Who actually experienced the fullness of the power of the wind? The guy who laid down or the guy who kept walking? It's the guy who kept walking. In the same way, Jesus experienced temptation all the way to the end. He never gave in. We often find ourselves giving into temptation, whether we realize it or not. And so we never actually experience the full power of temptation. And so when we read, "yet without sin," we can know that Jesus actually does understand what you are going through. And actually, he knows it even more than you do. And so this is encouraging for us. Have you guys ever gone through something, and you're just trying to find somebody who's gone through it as well, and it just feels empty because you can't find anybody, and then finally you meet somebody who's been through the exact same thing? It almost feels like instant relief. C.S. Lewis actually says that friendship normally begins in a way like that. He says that friendship normally begins with the phrase, "What? You too? I thought I was the only one." This verse is saying that we have that with Jesus. Right? He's not the person who gives advice without actually knowing the situation. He's not the one sitting at the side kind of giving you a little bit of a judgmental look. He's not the one who's talking behind your back. He's not a parent who's disappointed. Instead, he is there with us, knowing exactly what we face. This is why we read in a few verses down, in chapter 5, verse 2, we read that Jesus is able to deal gently with those who are ignorant or going astray. It's because he sympathizes with us in our pains. And so when you see the power of Jesus, don't forget about the perspective of Jesus. He doesn't just know you intellectually, he also bonds with you experientially. He knows what you feel and what you are facing. So this unique blend of power and perspective changes everything about our approach to prayer. Think about it through the lens of a child, right? Our main idea was to pray with the humble confidence of a child. Think about it through the lens of a child. If a kid only knows their parents' power, then they'll be afraid and they'll stay far away. It's the same with us and Jesus, right? But if a kid also only knows their parents' perspective, they only know the sympathy of their parents, but they don't know the power, then they probably won't approach, because how are you any different than my friends down the street? It's the same way with us. And so we will only approach Jesus in prayer as a child if we hold both of these things in mind. And so now we've seen Jesus' power and his perspective. Now we see our posture in prayer. It says in verse 16, therefore, that is in light of who Jesus is, right, he can provide and we can approach. Therefore, let us approach the throne of grace with boldness. Right, the response to knowing that we can approach is to approach, right? It's to actually act on it. But look at how we ought to approach. He says, approach the throne of grace with boldness. The word boldness there means to speak without reservation. It means to be open or frank. It means that you can speak without trying to hide or go into self-preservation mode. And that's a childlike spirit, right? That's not the awkward family reunion where you sit around making small talk. This is more like the dinner table where your kids just shout out whatever is on their mind. Now, there's a reason we say the phrase out of the mouth of babes. They don't even think about it. They just say whatever is there. And that's what God is calling us to here. He's calling for us to be open and plain, not buttoned up and professional. It's the difference between Gru and Vector and Despicable Me. Anybody seen that? All right, when Gru needs a loan from the bank, he comes in with his drawings. He's prepared, he's scared, he's trembling, he's fumbling all over the place. But there's another guy, Vector, who's in the lobby, and he's so unprofessional, and yet he is so confident as he walks in for a loan. And it turns out it's because Vector is the bank manager's son. Right? He knew whatever he was going in there to get, he was getting approved. And that's how we ought to approach God. Right? We don't come in making sure that our vocabulary is tightened up with our graphs and make sure that we say the right amount of amens. We don't make sure that we've separated ourselves just enough from our sin before approaching God. Right? Instead, we come like a child. We come in like someone who just doesn't know any better. Right? We don't have a filter. Kids just say whatever's on their mind, no ifs, ands, or buts. And so that's how we're supposed to approach. And if you think about it, that means that prayer is just an expression of our gospel identity. That may have been what Calvin had in mind when he called prayer the chief exercise of faith. In the gospel, I know that I'm free from the penalty of sin. In the gospel, I know that God calls me a son or a daughter. In the gospel, I know that I have been given access to riches that are beyond my comprehension. In the gospel, I know that God is for my good. And in the gospel, I know that God is what my heart truly desires. And prayer is where each of those plays out most clearly. In prayer, I come to God without having to think that my sin is going to kill me as I talk to him. In prayer, I talk to God as a child talks to a parent. Prayer is one of the riches given to me in the gospel. In prayer, I can approach knowing that God cares for me and that he wants what is best for me. In prayer, I get to spend time with the one who can actually satisfy me. And so, we pray like children because it is a way of us living out our gospel identity. We're open. We're honest. We don't try to make ourselves look better than we are. We don't act like we can hold it all together. Instead, in a sense, we fling open the door to the Holy of Holies, and Jesus is there, inviting us in, and speaking for us, advocating for us. We can speak like children, spilling all the family secrets. We can speak like children who don't always have the vocabulary to say what they are feeling or thinking. We can speak like children who just say whatever is on their minds. We can speak like children who don't hide when they're upset. We can speak like children who come crying to mom and dad because they can fix it. We can speak like children who sometimes ask for something that's actually not that good for them. We can speak like children and say something that might seem inappropriate. We can speak like children because if you are a Christian, you are a child. You don't have to overthink things. You can just talk to God as a child talks to a parent at a dinner table at any time and at any place. And so that's the posture of prayer. We have confidence that Jesus has the ability to provide, and we have confidence that we can approach. And so we speak openly. We're frank. We speak with confidence and without fear. that takes us to the fourth thing, which is our privilege. Our privilege. Take a look at the second half of verse 16. We approach with boldness so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in time of need. Does it say so that we may ask for mercy and request grace in time of need? It doesn't. It says so that we may receive mercy and find grace in time of need. And it's in those two words that we find the privilege of prayer. It is in prayer that we find and receive real grace and real mercy for our real needs. Prayer is not faith in the abstract or faith in theory. It's actually faith in action. We aren't just throwing out words into the universe, not really knowing what's going to happen, not expecting a return. Instead, we come to God, who is our Father, and we come plainly, we come boldly, we come openly, knowing that a storehouse of grace and mercy are at our disposal, and that as we come, God is already tipping the bucket our way. I don't know about you guys, but I need a lot of grace and mercy in my life. I need grace when I snap way too quickly. I need mercy when I'm selfish and lay on the couch and don't serve lid and cove. I need grace when I say a joke that might be inappropriate. I need mercy when I'm apathetic. I need grace when I get frustrated over something so insignificant. This verse says that grace and mercy are mine and are yours today. Sin is not an obstacle to prayer. It's actually a catalyst to prayer. When I sin, my first instinct might be to picture God with an angry or disappointed face. Or it might be to block out his face altogether. I don't really want to think about what he's saying or how he feels. But this says that you'll find grace and mercy in time of need. I don't know a time of more need than when I sin. And so it's in moments of sin or in moments of feeling distant from God when prayer is most what we need. And so instead of letting your sin or apathy act as a roadblock to prayer, instead see it as the springboard to prayer. God wants you to come to him in those moments. Now, verse 15 his throne is described as a throne of grace. And so he invites you to come. He invites you in to repent and find the mercy and grace that you need. And this is our privilege. Our faith is real. Our God is real. His mercy and grace are real. And so we are able to sit as a child in our dad's lap, even in the times when we feel most unchildlike. And so today we've seen, because Jesus has both power and perspective, we're able to be open and honest and find real help in real times. We can pray like a baby who just grunts when they need something. We can pray like a toddler who comes running to mom and dad crying in pain. We can pray like a 5-year-old who just blurts out whatever's on their minds. We can pray like a 10-year-old who's confused about their place in the world and needs their parents' help. We can pray like a 13-year-old who might feel distance, but are welcomed with open arms. We can come in like a child at all times and at all places because we have a Savior who loves us in all times and all places. So I'd like for us to put this into practice for a moment. If you could, bow your heads. As we reflect on the sermon this morning, on the passage this morning, just take a moment to think about who Jesus is. Think about his power. Think about his perfection, his priesthood, how he mediates for us. Think about his perspective, how he sympathizes with us. Have those things in mind. And as you have that in your mind, open about what you're thinking. Be frank about whatever it is that you're going through. Don't feel afraid. Just pray, knowing that grace and mercy are not just yours to ask for, but are yours to receive. Father, even the fact that I can call you that is a testimony to your goodness and your grace. I think about how people got mad when Jesus called you Abba. I thought it was blasphemy. They thought that it was inappropriate. But he was showing us the relationship that we have with you. We are your children. Lord, and now, even now, we get to speak to you with the humble confidence of a child. I can pray for grace and receive it. I can pray for mercy and find it. So, Lord, I pray for each of us in the room. Lord, prayer is hard. As I think about Calvin calling prayer the chief exercise of faith, I also think about how many times we just lack faith. How many times our faith is just hard to hold on to. And so it makes sense that our prayer lives are naturally going to be not the best. And so, Lord, we even ask now for mercy and grace for us in our prayer lives. Pray, Spirit, would you help us this week, this month, and throughout the rest of the year and the rest of our lives, to be bold in our prayers to you, or to come to you often, knowing that we get to call you Father, and so we get to spend time with you, we get to talk to you, we get to tell you whatever's on our minds, and that you are there listening. We're not just saying empty words, Lord, but that you are there with us. Help us to not be reserved. Help us to not let our sin get in the way of prayer, but that when we sin, that we would go quickly to you. Lord, help us